Hi, my name is Miranda. I'm a violinist at the Glenn Gould School of the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto, and I'm really excited to be here.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I play the viola in the Quartet from Brussels, so I study at the Royal Conservatory of Brussels in Belgium.
Hi, my name's Chris. I attend Sonoma State University as a cellist, which is located just north of San Francisco in California's North Bay Area.
I'm Andy, and I also go to SSU, Sonoma State University, and I play viola.
My name is Zoe, I'm a violinist, and I study at the Royal Conservatory of Brussels in Brussels.
I am from Spain.
I'm from Israel.
I'm from Belgium, born and raised.
Yep, just here in Oregon.
No, I'm from Paris.
From Las Vegas.
All the members of our group were actually Taiwanese.
Born in Santa Rosa, I'm going to school in Santa Rosa.
I'm from Victoria, British Columbia, so like the most west you can possibly go.
Excellent. Thanks for being here. My name is Paul Wianco. I'm cellist of the Kronos Quartet. Yeah, tell me a little bit about yourselves. How are you? Do you meet regularly? Do you have a name?
That was a big debate.
Yeah. Amazing. Let's. Do you want to get started? Just do a run through. That you have faced so far with this?
I think kind of getting into a groove of it, and also just kind of understanding how our parts like fit in with each other, and then just dynamics.
So these like groovy things, that's what makes this so difficult, is that no one ever just has boom boom ba ba da da ba boom boom ba ba. It's all like that is split up into 17 different pockets, right? So you have to boom boom ba ba boom ba ba boom ba ba ba, right? And that's like the opposite of what the piece should actually make you feel when you listen to it. But the underlying pulse should be like, in a way, like I treat that as sort of the fifth member of the quartet. If I'm just listening, I'm a composer myself, so it's hard to shut that part of my brain off. But if I can listen and not hear any dots or dashes and just hear style, that's kind of what we're shooting for, right?
'50 for the Future was a fantastic way for new pieces and new artists as well to be showcased and to be exposed on a platform that is easily accessible for musicians everywhere, as all the pieces that were commissioned were free of charge. It just makes for an environment of chamber music in a future that is so inclusive and has so much potential for new and upcoming artists and new and upcoming composers as well.
A lot of that in this piece, actually, where you're kind of dueling. Well, I can do it. I can do it louder. I can do it this way. And you're challenging each other a little. And you're going to find passages all throughout this piece where somebody has something, and then it's like you're being challenged, and I can do it more. And it kind of is relating to that, what I was talking about, the Mideastern orchestras. You all got to watch that, especially since you're doing it as a big ensemble like that. Okay, do the same place with everybody, and now you've got a personal challenge there, cellos.
I mean, it's hard to play chamber music with people with whom you're not friends. And it's hard in a big orchestra. Like in MOS, like how many of the wind players do you know? You know, we're all string players. We don't know any of the wind players because there's so many wind players to meet. There's so many people to meet. In Misfits, you know, we have 15 people, and in a string quartet, you only have 4, and you're one of them. So you only have 3 others to meet, and it's a great opportunity to make really positive connections with people.
Yeah, I really hope that like chamber music becomes more widespread, and I think it will because it's such a great opportunity for collaboration and just kind of being able to like share your ideas and talk with other people, and also you get to form friendships, which is really cool.
For the Future has taught me to listen a different way. I think the opening of the piece that we chose by Missy Mazzoli, there's like each part has its own rhythm going against each other, and so it really taught us to listen in a complete different way for the quartet.
We worked with John for the Kronos project, which was amazing. And we really valued that he took such great care, really helping us explore all of the different colors.
It was, a really inspiring experience. We talked a lot about different characters and colors to search for, and he really got us to dive even deeper into the harmonies of certain passages and how, like, the emotions that go along with those harmonies. It was eye-opening, and it was, a really cool experience.
He had some really, really amazing wisdom for us.
Let's talk about imagery for your 3 parts there. I mean, I just kind of learned this myself, hearing it this way. Do you have an image of, that whole section?
With the same water image, I feel like the chords are underwater, or just like the currents that are kind of slowly moving, or the very large moving animals kind of swelling under the water, and then Miranda, or the first violin line, is like the ripples of water, or like the birds above in the air, kind of.
Oh, that's great. Okay. There's something very forlorn about it. Kind of sad, as though maybe the poor whale that's down there, they know that their waters are getting polluted. They know it, and they're getting sad. I mean, play it one more time and zero in on kind of the sad mood of it, and just see what you think. Do it again, and you can count again.
I personally learned a lot from just browsing through the 54 feature repertoire. It was so interesting to discover things that I didn't know had already been done with a string quartet. I had this idea of contemporary music as something that was so weird and difficult to access, and actually there are so many things out there that are actually super easy to access.
The young students we played for this year, I was like, okay, so we have 3 contemporary pieces that are not very easy to apprehend. Even if you're like a classical musician, those kids, they are gonna hate it. They're gonna like not listen to us. They're not going to enjoy it. And I was like, okay, I was in my head, and they loved it. And they asked us to play it again. And we were like, okay, what? And it's such a thing that we don't have an habit of, also because classical music is less and less, but still so represented as, okay, it's such an elitist type of thing, and only certain people that have the background can understand it, which is completely false. But as said earlier, when you're only growing up into a certain mold, you're like, okay, like this is the truth. And it's only like that. And actually, no. So yeah, it was really, I don't know, eye-opening and a great also human experience to be able to do that with them and to do that with this repertoire.
I just think it's really, really important that people get that sort of immersive experience in the different cultures and the different music that we have, because it binds us together as humans. Like, this is the human experience. This is finding beauty in something that we see and being like, oh my gosh, I have to replicate that right now. I have to be able to evoke that emotion. It's so important that our music education includes all of that.
Like, I'm so lucky to be able to do this as a living, to have this part of music, and like knowing a bit more about all the other cultures makes you appreciate your own as well as the other ones.
Yeah, I loved Andy's answer because it's so important, I think, especially now. I mean, we're in the 21st century, and we all our lives and all the century before us, it was just, okay, like classical music is only Western, and how has that not changed yet? I mean, it's political in some sort, and we really need like to get things moving because it's so vast, and like, I don't know, exactly as Julia said, sometimes you're so narrow-minded in some kind, also because you have never learned another way.
I'm the orchestra director at Amundsen High School. The Chicago Symphony every year hosts a Chicago Youth in Music Festival with a whole weekend full of events from students from all over the Chicago area. And one of those events features students from 4 Chicago public schools.
Hi, my name is Mia. I play violin.
Hi, my name is Kai Bright. I am a violinist for the Amundsen Orchestra. This year we got to play Wumann's Hukam Cheviot, and we got to play it at the Symphony Center.
I had been researching pipa techniques and pipa playing. And Wu Man was one of the composers who I was like looking at when Mr. Arnold was like, we can get a master class with her. I kind of freaked out a little. I remember I was like asking how the music was like notated down, how like he would spread pipa music from one person to the next through like teaching. And that was something that I could like carry into and be like, okay, so it's not supposed to be specifically like notated as Western music was.
I always think of music as something that we uplift each other in, and this project was like a way to get other cultures involved and get composers who hadn't had a spotlight on them to like yank them in the spotlight and be like, hey, you're part of the future and we want you here, and all of these students access this page. Like they're gonna love your stuff.
We are used to very Western music, and the thing that this 50 for the Future project does is bring more of other cultures to us, and I learned a lot from it.
It goes to very extremes to find like different sounds. Like for example, our piece that was based on a Jewish melody, and we have never like heard something like that before. Yeah, I think it's interesting to expand.
For the Future gives us this opportunity to play within these different music cultures and really broaden our perspective of what music is and what it means to everyone around the world.
I'd absolutely recommend 50 to the Future for anybody wanting to learn about different styles of music, wanting to practice more modern music by living composers. I think it's a great resource for anybody interested.
Yes, I think pretty much the same, and there are so many different pieces of different styles that you will absolutely find something that speaks to you, that you like, and I think that's really great.
I would definitely recommend 50 for the Future to other musicians. I think that a lot of quartets start off with playing Haydn to build their group dynamic, but I honestly think that 50 for the Future pieces can teach a new quartet so much in a short amount of time.
I would strongly recommend 50 for the Future for any quartet that's looking to broaden their horizons. It includes a lot of content that's not really part of a traditional music education, and I think it's becoming more relevant by the day. So it's a very important resource for chamber music.
50 for the Future really has something for everybody, from a wide variety of range of styles and also like ability, from very young quartets to a more seasoned group. It really has something for everybody, and I think it's an amazing resource. I would definitely recommend it to any group.